Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey from Ripecolor, and
This is Nancy Jean in the garden.
we are here for the weekly wonderings. I'm wondering weekly what's going on.
Yep.
So we read on.
This
we
is
read
going to
on-
be a fun week. This is going
It's
to
going to
be,
be a fun week. Fun.
starts
We
off with a
read on-
bang.
We read on 5 energies: body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity. I read tarot cards. Nancy Jean reads crystals in the garden.
Mhm.
You can purchase a garden or a grid or eggs from Nancy at Crystal
I'm gonna
Directions,
Do my Vanna.
crystaldirections.com. You can purchase handmade t-shirts, astrology mugs, handmade scarves, or readings from me at ripecolor.com. Nancy Jean also offers readings, and there's a link on Crystal Directions for readings as well.
Yes, there is. There's a store where you can read all about the grids. You can read about the eggs, and it has a thing that tells you how to reach me to set up a reading. And I do 3-month life path, past life. And well, unless you see this day and you book the reading, I was doing 6-month readings from July through December. I only do those twice a year.
Right. Okay. And I am currently having a sale on astrology t-shirts and mugs. If you use the code LEO, all caps, LEO. I'm also currently having a sale on readings through the end of August. And you could use code August, all caps, AUGUST, all available on my website. And it's 20% off of readings. Okay, now we've done all of our marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. Please become members of our respective channels. Okay, let's get on with the reading.
Okay. Well,
Okay, I have to rearrange. Okay, I'm rearranged. All right. Now for body, I have an interesting card. A lot of people always read this as illusion, delusion. That's one of the meanings. There's another meaning, it's a 7, so it's confidence. So there's this energy of also have faith and confidence in your dreams, right? Because, a daydream didn't come to you for no reason. So it's kind of like today, it's like, have confidence in your dreams. I'm also getting, pay attention to the, what's out in the ether. Pay attention to messages that you're getting in your body. It's like, I should eat this, I should sleep longer, I should exercise, I should go to this place. I feel like there's an energy of that. Body. Then for mind, I have mind in a really good position. So this is the Hierophant. This is card 5. It's about change. It's also, this is the card of tradition, of establishment, of, to me, I always explain it as anything with columns. So it's, anything that's established. That could be family, that could be marriage, that could be a job, that could be a corporation, it could be government, it could be a lot of things. But what's interesting about this one is that this is basically the Pope, and the understanding of this card is that the Pope is bringing the hierarchy of heaven down to earth. So there's also, again, this energy of paying attention to like what you're building in your mind, pay it like body, mind. So this is what I want to build for myself in the future, and these are the steps that I need to take to keep it solid and stable. Body, mind, spirit. This is a really interesting card because to me, this is a spiritual quest, and it's an 8, it's awareness. And so the interesting thing is, a lot of times you'll read this as walking away, but it's also walking toward. It's both. So it's this energy of, something was satisfying in the past. I didn't knock over any of the cups. None of them are broken or overflowing or anything like that. And it was, it's like, there's an energy in this card of, I'm being called to want more. I'm being called to like go after my desires, more of what I want, more that's emotionally fulfilling. And that really teams up with this, because we go from the 7 to the 8 and this. So it's like, I have this vision of where I want to be, of where I want to go. I'm putting it together in my mind. I'm paying attention to my intuition, and I'm going to move forward into what it is that I desire that makes me emotionally fulfilled, that even if I'm not really sure what it is, it's like I'm heading that way.
Mm-hmm.
Body, mind, spirit. Grounding. Now, for grounding, I get this card. This is a really interesting card. It's a 9, so it's attainment. I feel like there's always this energy in this card of, I can't unsee what's true anymore. I can't unsee it anymore. So there's this energy of, this is what I've done in the past, or this is how I've acted, or this is how I've thought in the past, and it just isn't working anymore. And I'm really clear about how it's not working. And so therefore, I'm going to dream a new dream, establish something new, and go towards something that's more satisfying. Because this is this energy of, I can't really unsee this anymore. There's, the denial is broken. The denial is broken. Body, mind, spirit, grounding. And then for clarity, interestingly, I get more cups. So this energy is really an energy of healing, an energy of being, it's almost like this energy of being brought to oneself, of really hearing the messages of your higher self, of the higher realms, and being met. There's an energy of, I'm offering my heart, and I'm offering my emotion, and I'm offering my hope to the Godhead. And the Godhead says, I hear you loud and clear, and here's what I have for you. It's this energy of equanimity. There's an energy of healing, of being transformed. This is a really interesting week. Really interesting. Because I feel like because of this, there's something that's just about to end, a way of thinking. And it's like, okay, I'm ready to open my mind up to new possibilities. And I feel like spirit is helping you along the way because you're willing.
Right.
That's what, it's really lovely.
I got a great week here too, except it's all, the center part of the garden is fire, water, air, and earth. And big stones are there, but your spirit's in the path forward. So I'm going to start there because it's sort of the outlier. And it says you need to balance your energy very carefully right now to move ahead. Now, if you notice, the spirit fell exactly so. It's not in false, it's not in earth, it's just in path forward, which also tells me that that's a really important message. So balance your energy to move forward. Well, what are we going to balance? Okay, we're going to start with body, which is in fire. And that means to pull in the things from your past that have really worked well for you. And fire is also, it's the south, it's St. Michael. It's where you can cut off the stuff that doesn't work anymore. It's a time to let that go. Then the mind is in a very interesting thing. It's between earth and air. And in the earth, it says final thoughts are coming. They're just not quite here yet, but your thinking is all important. That's what it means when a little bit of it's into air. So your thoughts, it's like you said, it's almost an anticipatory energy that's going on inside of you. And then your clarity comes from making sure your thoughts are clear before you move forward. And the moving forward is here in the grounding. And in the grounding, you're in water and you're in fire. And when your grounding stone hits in fire, it says clarification comes from finally dealing with things from the past. And the water is grounding elements that are entering your life now are setting into long-term patterns, because water is always the movement out. Right. So what I see here is your spirit saying, okay, I know I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And the path forward for it is to come to terms with what you've embodied from your past, using this marvelous energy of clarifying and then flowing out into a whole new set of life patterns. Being sure, listening to your thoughts and understanding, yes, that's clear. Don't edit it. Listen to it and decide what's really right. And dealing with your mental state, which is in a great place because it says we're moving on to much better stuff.
Beautiful.
So it's a great week. And this makes sense because this week kicks off with the conjunction on the day you see this. If you see this on the 31st, the conjunction between Uranus, Mars, and the North Node, which if you're an astrology geek, you know that means that we're at a powerful point where new changes are coming towards us, kind of almost of whether you like it or not. I honestly feel that I haven't felt this moved by energy since in 2020, when the 3 planets got together on the 12th of January, and everybody kept saying, what's it mean, those 3 major planets meeting? Well, historically, the last time they'd met in that sign, Martin Luther put the Reformation, his treatise, 100 treatises or whatever it was called, where he's told about the things he thought the church needed to do to clean up its act, which started the religious Reformation, which has never really quite stopped. And what happened after that, 2020, when they analyzed it again against history, it brought in COVID, for better or for worse. So we're on that kind of a date, guys, today. And if you're watching on the 31st, but remember, these things hit one day, but the reverberation goes out. So anyway, take all this great energy and understand that you are going into a new self and grow.
Yay.
Yay. So we'll see you next week.
Blessings.